I wake up early.
Woke up early.
Woke up early. I hope that I could sleep more and then do the homework. But my girlfriend called me because the public transportation didn't work on a specific line, and she couldn't get to the faculty. And I had to go and pick her,
You
and
had to you
it
had to pick her
was
up and drive her to school.
and yeah.
Um, One thing though, like I would avoid using the word faculty in this way. I would just say like school or
School. Okay.
campus because in American English, faculty refers to the professors and people who work for the school.
Okay. Okay.
Because then people will be confused. To the faculty. To who? Cool. Okay. Well, that's
What?
weird. The bus didn't work or what?
Uh, it's how it's called uh
The tram?
the tram. Yeah.
She didn't have any other options?
Uh, for the public transportation, no, and she doesn't use the taxi or things like this.
She doesn't use it like she
When
doesn't
it,
like to use it or what?
yeah, only when it's with me or with someone else. Alone, not using.
She doesn't use it? Is she afraid or what?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
You know what might
I
help
had
her?
this discussion.
Has has she ever considered taking self-defense classes?
Uh, don't know. Sometimes she uses Uber, but until then she used the taxis in the Bucharest, and she had some strange or not so good
Mm-hmm.
drivers, and from then she only used um, Uber, but when it really need. But she is like very close to me, like 10 minutes on foot, and she just called me. Can you go?
Yeah, but yeah, if you weren't there or if you were busy, what
Yeah, yeah.
should what she have done? So, I used to actually
She was
take
having
some
humor.
self-defense classes and it helped me a lot. But it
Yeah.
helps women a lot because they're the ones who are usually, put in these awkward situations. And if they know how to defend themselves, it's not even about defending themselves, it's about having a peace of mind. Like they know that they can protect
Mm-hmm.
themselves. I highly recommend suggesting something like this to her, like a self defense. I used to take something called Krav Maga. Have you ever heard of that? Krav Maga?
Yeah.
I used to do Krav Maga, and it teaches you like self defense and that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of women who took this class, but it's really useful. Highly recommend. It's also really good exercise.
Mm-hmm. I will tell her. Maybe I'll go. We'll go together.
Yeah, you should, honestly. I when I signed up for classes, I did it with a friend, but he stopped going after a while, but I continued going even though like I went by myself, and I recommend going by yourself too, or for her to go by herself. Like it's all about having um that kind of sense of confidence that you can go
Mm-hmm.
and do things by yourself. Anyway, maybe I'll make a lesson about self-defense.
Yeah. One thing, because I don't know, maybe you didn't add it when we scheduled the meeting in the calendar, but I just arrived home and I was looking at the calendar and I didn't had any schedule, and I was wasn't now the lesson, and then I
Oh,
just hopped in Zoom to.
I must have forgotten to add you as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
guest.
because usually I get the reminders. Sometimes I don't see them, but usually I
Mm-hmm.
have the reminder there. And now it was 11, and I have the.
You're
I
right.
remember we had, yeah, and then I just
Yeah, I didn't add you on here. That's my fault. Sorry about that.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our lesson. So it's going to be on business idioms. Do you know what idioms are?
No, that's I want. What that's what I wanted to ask you. Idioms.
So an idiom is like a figure of speech. It's a phrase that makes no sense by itself. So it's a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. For example, over the moon, see the light.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it means the same in Romanian. Anyway, that's what we're going to be learning about today.
Okay.
Specifically in regards to business, ones that might be used in the business setting. Alright. I just remembered there was this video I saw about idioms in Romanian, and they were really funny. There was one about having dwarves in your head, teaching cop, and then
Uh,
and then a whip of poop or something like that.
there are a lot of images with Romanian phrases or words translated into English, like memes
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are like that are into go walk the beer,
Uh-huh.
uh, and yeah, we have a funny language, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it's like those idioms in Romanian when you translate them make even less sense than the ones in English.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started with some reading. Go ahead and do this reading here.
Why is it so important to learn English idioms? Well, say you are in an American bar. It's loud, but you can hear what people are saying. Someone is talking about hitting books. Another is talking about twisting someone's arm. And it sounds like someone's being stabbed in the back. What the heck is going on?
Do any of these
Yeah.
sound familiar? Stabbed in the back.
Stabbed in the back, yeah. But hitting books and twisting someone's arm, yeah, hitting books.
Mm-hmm. It's really difficult to determine what they might mean because
Yeah, yeah.
there's no context here. But luckily, there will be context later on. But first let's go over some vocabulary. Go ahead and read these.
Analogy: a comparison between one thing and another, typically for the purpose of explanation or clarification. Metaphor: a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable.
Good.
Literal: taking words in their usual or most basic sense. Context: the circumstances that form the setting for an event, statement, or idea, and in terms of which it can be fully understood. Treachery: violation of faith, betrayal of trust.
So that word is actually pronounced treachery.
Treachery.
Treachery. Questions on this slide?
No.
Alright. So we got some reading. Go ahead.
An idiom is a phrase whose meaning isn't obvious from looking at the individual words. They have developed over time, and so they might seem random to you.
Mm-hmm. Another passage.
Idioms often rely on analogies and metaphors because they are
Thank you.
because they are used so often in everyday English. If you don't know them, it's almost impossible to understand the context.
Yeah. Good. Any questions so far? Sorry, I need to blow my nose really quick.
No questions. Yeah, it's
I swear I don't have the coronavirus, but it doesn't matter because you're not next to me anyway. Okay,
I
go ahead and
protect myself from coronavirus with Corona beer.
yeah, I know, right? That's the what's it called? It's the antidote.
Yeah, you know that the selling for Corona beer has they lost like millions of dollars.
Yeah, their stock also dropped.
Yeah,
But they should take it as an opportunity to market towards saying something like, this is the antidote for the virus or something as a joke, you know?
yeah,
They actually tried to change the name of the virus because of the damage it's done. Isn't that funny? That's so stupid.
yeah.
That just goes to show how stupid people can be.
Okay, hit the books to study, especially with particular intensity. Okay, twist someone's arm. Pressurize someone into doing something that they are reluctant to do. Stab in the back. A betrayal of trust, an act of treachery,
Treachery.
treachery.
Good.
Touch base. Briefly make or renew contact with someone.
Very good. Let's go ahead and continue with a few more.
Word of mouth. Information that is passed orally from person to person in an informal manner. Sever ties.
Sever ties.
Sever ties. To end a relationship or agreement suddenly or completely. On the same page. In agreement. Not going to fly. When something won't go over well.
Good. Did you have any questions?
Uh, no, just like for the one hit the books, I remember the from the song "Hit the Road."
Yeah, it's not the same though. Well, kind of, I
Yeah,
guess. You're not going to literally hit the road or hit the books, but it's a
yeah.
idiom. That means you gotta do something with those, alright? First question. Go ahead and read it.
Do you have any favorite idioms? If so, what are they? Hmm, let's think. Don't know. Don't have any in mind. I'm thinking for Romanian ones, but
But you just said one earlier about hit the road. There's that song, Hit the Road, Jack.
yeah, it's from the song.
Yeah.
But hmm,
So I guess you don't have any
don't know.
favorite idioms, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Nope. Okay, let's go to the second question.
Where are some places where people may use idioms? I think everywhere. There's no, maybe not in a, but also in a professional context, like the,
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at a few of these, touch base is an idiom, and you might be using it in a professional setting, like in a meeting. Let's touch base with the managers or with the other team. Okay, so
Okay,
let's do some quick matching.
okay. Match the idiom with its image. So one, hit the books. Uh, it's with C.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to fly. Uh, B. And on the same page, it's A.
Yeah, very good. All right, so a little more matching, but this time with the definition.
Okay, touch the base.
Oops.
Okay, touch the base is
Touch base, not touch
brief,
the base.
touch base. Briefly make or renew contact with someone on the same page in agreement. So one would be two with D. Stab in the back, a betrayal of trust, an act of treachery.
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 Good. Don't worry, you're not the only student that's
Yeah.
having difficulty on that word.
Not going to fly is well. when something won't go over well.
Very good. Any questions so far?
No, they are clear.
Clear as mud? Ever heard that phrase?
Yeah, I usually use this in also in Romania, like a joke.
Yeah, yeah. Like when you're explaining
When
something and you ask people, so do you understand? Everything clear as mud?
uh, once I said at the school this the teacher asked it's clear, and I said that's mud,
Yeah, clear as
and
mud.
then yeah,
And how did she reply?
what did you say? And then nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue with this next one.
Okay, they go to the beach when they should be hitting the books, and they wonder why they get bad grades.
Mm-hmm.
The company severed its ties with the
Severed.
dishonest employee.
Good.
We are slammed every Christmas. Go ahead and turn in your vacation request if you want, but it's not going to fly with the boss.
Good.
You are going to love working here. Everyone's really nice, and you don't have to worry about anyone stabbing you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to sever ties
Good. Yeah. Sever
with
ties.
the company after their horse meat scandal became public knowledge.
Good. All right. We're getting through this exercise pretty quickly because it's an easier, I guess, exercise. It's an easier
Okay.
um lesson. I don't know if you noticed it's 4 through 6. So that's why we've been getting through them pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's do this dialogue. So I want you to read part A and I'll read part B.
Okay. I've been so busy lately. I can say that I even have too many clients.
Wow, that's great. How do your clients find you?
Nowadays, most of my clients come to me through word of mouth marketing.
Yeah, they say the best clients come from word of mouth. Good, okay. Now let's switch roles and I'll do A and you do B.
Okay.
I've been so busy lately. I can say that I even have too many clients.
Wow, that's great. How do your clients find you?
Nowadays, most of my clients come to me through word of mouth marketing.
Yeah, they say the best clients come from word of mouth.
Very good. Okay. Okay, so there's a little more dialogue. I'll do part A and you do part B, okay?
Yeah.
Before we make any decisions today, I'd like to make sure that everyone is on the same page.
I'm with you on this. Everyone should be in agreement.
Great. Any questions?
Yes. Do you think it would be a good idea to touch base with upper management in regard to this?
Good point. I'll do that right away. Okay, so now we switch, and I want you to do A.
Okay. Before you make any decisions today, I'd like to make sure that everyone is on the same page.
I'm with you on this. Everyone should be in agreement.
Great. Any questions?
Yes, do you think it would be a good idea to touch base with upper management in regard to this?
Good point. I'll do that right away.
Perfect. Alright, so let's see what we got left. So we got some questions, some sentences, and some more questions. Okay, so first question. Go ahead.
Okay. Describe a situation where you had to sever ties with someone. Mm, it was a friend that uh, he just started like calling me only when he had some need of money or don't know any help he could get, and I saw this after a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I just severed the ties, but like just didn't respond to him, or when he called me, do you have some money, or can you take the car and take me there? I just said I cannot. I have something else to do, or things like this, and we just didn't spoke for after a while.
Didn't speak anymore after a while.
Didn't speak anymore. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he only, I guess, called you or messaged you when he needed something from you.
yeah. Because I called him to, hey, let's grab a beer, let's go somewhere, and then I I can't. I don't have time. I have to do this or that. But then I saw that he posts pictures on Facebook, or and
Isn't that funny?
yeah,
Like how social media
yeah,
can expose this kind of stuff.
yeah. But these are the days, so you should be careful what you post, or if you don't hide anything, and you are like
If you don't have
okay with
anything to hide.
everyone. Yeah, and if you don't have anything to hide,
Mm-hmm.
then I suppose there is no problem because
Yeah, that's the way we should be looking at it, I think. We should be more looking at it more like not having anything to hide rather than trying to hide things. Because um, if you tell something to one person and then you post something on social media that is saying something else, then they find out and then they know that you're a liar.
yeah,
In my opinion, I think you should automatically assume that everything that you put on the internet is like visible by everyone, or I don't know, just 100% transparency, because then you'll never have anything bad to hide and that sort of stuff. Okay, that's good
I
to.
felt in in when I was like in high school, I felt I don't know, when I wanted to post like a song and it was like vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
A vulgar song.
yeah, I felt a bit what the people would say, or because I had teachers in the friend list, or but in the end, this is then I posted and nothing happened. But I was a bit like, should I post this?
Do you think it has an impact on your public image if you post those sort of things?
No, now I don't think, because don't think so, because uh maybe I seen in Romania in some years ago there was like this don't know what to say, this idea that if you listen to rap or hip hop, you are like a bad guy or something like this.
I think some people still have that idea. A lot of
Yeah,
people.
yeah. But I saw that in America there are like even if some words are or some songs are like a bit vulgar, there's no such thing, or I didn't saw it. Because I saw like a
I
lot
haven't
of
seen it.
personalities, haven't seen it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like uh, Elon Musk when he was at the radio, and uh, he said that he's a good friend with Khalifa. I think he smokes weed or things like this. And but here in Romania is this image of, I don't know, you're like a bad boy on the streets, or you
Mm-hmm.
are, I don't know.
I know what you mean. I think, especially because I have a lot to compare to, I can tell you that people here in Romania are much more concerned with what other people think about them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why do you think people here are like that?
Hmm. Mhm. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people are. judging and treating you in different ways based on what you post, what you listen, or thing like this. And being so, when you like, if I want to post something, I'm thinking what the others will say,
What will others
because
say?
yeah, because I don't want to be excluded from groups or things like this. But in the end, it's not my fault. It's their fault if they are judging me based on
Exactly. So
and
if
not
someone
knowing.
judges you based on that, and they, for example, if you post a video of like, I don't know, a rap music video, and they see the video and then they stop messaging you, they don't want to be your friend anymore. Should they actually continue being your friend if they judge you based on that?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So then, yeah, now I don't care anymore. I have like, I know who is my friend. I have a few friends that don't judge me. And if anyone knew, like work colleagues, where I go to a new job and start making friends, uh, then I don't care. If they want to be my friends, okay. But otherwise,
Yeah, I use a few kind of, I like to call them filters, where I don't necessarily post on social media, but there's like certain things that maybe seem unprofessional. Like for example, my company name, the legal company name is actually spelled like this. It's registered in America, so people don't understand what it means, but Habernam LLC, which in Romanian Habarnam means I don't know.
yeah, yeah, I
so,
don't know.
so that's what the company is actually named. And it doesn't matter, it hasn't impacted me negatively because the only people who see it are people who have already decided to do business with me and are looking for an invoice. So it's not even visible. And when they see it, if they see it and they say, "Oh my God, who is this? I'm gonna not do business with you." Okay, well if you think you shouldn't do business with me because of my company name, then you shouldn't be doing business with me anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing, I do these kind of small things throughout, even like my email or like the URL in one of my social media sites, just small things like that that are just funny. For example, I did that public speaking workshop, and at the very end, I put some jokes and stuff just to see like if someone were to read the whole entire thing, they would see some personality, not just you know hype.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So let's go to that next question.
Okay. What was it like last time you got stabbed in the back? Hmm. I think in like really stabbed when I felt like really stabbed in the back. Uh, I was in faculty and my girlfriend
When
from
I
then
was
cheated on
in
me.
university, I'd say university.
Yeah, yeah,
And what was that? Your girlfriend cheated on you?
yeah,
Oh my God, yeah, that's terrible.
yeah,
Did you break up with her?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course,
Good.
that's how it goes. It's a law of nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Last time I got.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
I had a friend in the same situation. His girlfriend cheated on him. Then she came to apologize and let's continue, things like this. And he agreed, but he just was very, very good for 2 or 3 months. Make her like really like him because they were in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And after 3 or 4 months, he just started to get his revenge. Like he didn't answer to her. He just did a lot of things to revenge.
I don't think that's
I
good either.
Yeah, yeah. I I asked him how after she cheated on you, how could you spend and be so kind and so for three 4 months.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like a Zen person. He was,
I don't think it's necessarily because he's like Zen or anything, but maybe because people like that maybe don't have many other options.
yeah,
And when you don't have many options, maybe you'll take your best option when you can. And that's probably what he did. I mean, I don't know the scenario, but I think that's what most people do in those kind of scenarios. But that's just
yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion.
I'd rather be alone than with someone.
Yeah, someone that's unfaithful. Exactly. I agree. Or maybe they're afraid of being alone.
Yeah, I think this might be a case because sometimes even if I have a girlfriend or I have friends, sometimes I'm at home and I feel like alone because uh, I feel alone, but I don't. I'm not in the mood to go out with someone or
Mm-hmm.
uh, I don't know. It's just a feeling like, what should I do? But maybe it's not the same feeling. Like I feel alone that I want to do something, like to not just stay in home inside. But then I don't want to go outside. And most of the time, I just start or read something or watch a movie because it takes my mind on something else. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's,
I know what you're saying. Last night I was supposed to go to like some sort of social event, some sort of drinking event, but I
mhm.
was I don't know, tired. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it, so I didn't. I just stayed home and relaxed. And I'm really glad I did because I was able to sleep and I was able to sleep a lot. And after sleeping a lot, I realized that I needed sleep because I guess I've been lacking sleep the last few nights, weeks, or whatever. Cool. All right. Any questions on the material so far?
No,
Cool. All right. So now we're gonna make a few sentences from the idioms that we learned.
okay. Hit the books. I was never the guy that hit the books or a type of person that hit the book.
I was never a
A
what was a type of person who
never hit the books.
I was a type of person who never hit the books.
Yeah, like in that staying hours and hours of learning.
Let me help you kind of rephrase it a bit. So
Hmm.
I would say I was never the type. Okay, so how would I want you to finish it? I was never the type
Type of person that hit the books.
that you're missing just one word before hit the books. Starts with a W.
Uh, So I was never the type of person that,
Let me give you another hint.
that won't hit the books.
Not won't.
Uh,
How about this?
that
Yeah.
would hit the books.
I was never the type of person that would hit the books. Okay. Can you read that back to me?
Okay. I was never the type of person that would hit the books.
Good. So you're saying that you weren't the type of person that would study a lot.
Yeah, I prefer like the logical when I was in school, the logic things like not to learn 500 pages to memorize it and
And then regurgitate it later.
yeah, yeah,
That's how modern education works. I don't believe in that
yeah,
either. You gotta put it into practical experience. And that's what these classes are doing. These English classes are giving you practical experience in speaking English.
Twist.
Twist someone's arm.
Okay. Managers are used to twist someone's arm to get what they need or to.
Managers are used to. Okay, you just need to add something at the end of twist.
Are used to twisting.
Yeah.
No.
Managers are
Oh,
used to
okay.
twisting someone's arm to get what they
So
need. So can you read that one back to me?
managers are used to twisting someone's arm to get what they need.
Mm-hmm. Good. Next one. Stab in the back.
Okay. I would never stab in the back my partners.
Hmm. So you can put my partners somewhere else.
I would never stab my partners in the back.
Yeah. I would never stab my partners in the back. Very good. Okay. Last one. Touch base.
Touch base. When going to an event, I touch base with the other people there.
I don't know if it really works in this case
Yeah.
because touch base is where you get back in contact with someone that you haven't talked to in a long time.
Okay, like get back. Okay,
So
not meeting someone new.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let's try it one more time.
Uh, this year I want to touch base with friends from high school or colleagues.
With colleagues from high school. Okay, cool. Good job on these. So just a few more.
Okay, word of mouth. Rumors are spreading faster through word of mouth.
What was that first word?
Uh, rumors,
Oh, rumors.
rumors.
Rumors are spreading. What was next?
Faster through word of mouth.
So I would use a different form. Instead of are spreading, what do you think would be better?
Uh, rumors spread
Yeah.
uh, faster. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next one, sever ties.
you should sever ties with the people that uh, are using you.
Mm-hmm. You should sever ties with the people that are using
Or
you. The only thing that I would change instead of are using you, similar to what you did before, what would
that
you?
the people that use you.
Mm-hmm. So can you read that one back to me?
You should sever ties with the people that use you.
Good. Okay.
I work better uh, with colleagues that are on the same page as me.
Mm-hmm. Good. I work better with colleagues that are on the same page as me. You don't have to say as me. You could just say that
Yes.
are on the same page. Okay. Last one. Not going to fly.
Mm, okay, I'm going to fly. It's not going to fly if you force me to do something I don't like.
Okay. That works. Yeah. Good job. Alright. So all we have left are just some discussion questions. Go ahead and read that first one.
When was the last time you touched base with someone you no longer talk to? Like a few months ago, I touched base with a colleague from high school, and we met in the city where we did the high school both.
Mm-hmm. Where we
We
attended high school.
yeah, where we attended high school. We drink a beer,
Drank a beer.
and yeah,
And you
and
and you caught up on everything on what you've been doing and what they've been doing.
yeah, because he moved to Timișoara. He's working there, and he needed some ideas on how he's in Bucharest, or to see. I asked him how it's in Timișoara. We exchanged some ideas, some. He got married. Meanwhile, and yeah,
Dang. Wow. Okay. Seems like everyone's getting married nowadays, isn't it?
yeah. I have a lot of high school colleagues that are like half of the class, or maybe more. It's already married.
Yeah. Now when you go on Facebook, you just see like just married, just married, just married, or
Mhm.
having kids, right?
Or that picture with that the girls post with the ring. I said yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Oh my God. Just like oh,
killing me.
seriously. Yep. Okay. Let's go to that next question.
What can you do to make sure that you are on the same page with someone when discussing something important? I can check their attention, and
What do you
if
mean? Check their attention.
like to check them to see if they are really listening to what I'm saying, or
And how
if
would
they
you do
are
so?
if they are looking on their phones every 5 minutes, or I wanted to tell something serious, but they are joking and trying to always switch the context or take the
Mm-hmm.
discussion into another direction. Uh,
So if
then
they like move the topic in a different direction or change the topic, you think that they're not on the same page?
mm, maybe not then, but I prefer things to be, if we discuss something serious or I want to say something serious, let's keep it that way. After that, if you want to joke around on every subject you want, okay, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like uh, people that are interrupting or never can be serious. I have had a friend like this, and he never you can never have a discussion with him, a serious discussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can never have a serious discussion with him. But apart from just noticing or paying attention to if he's on his phone or something like that, what can you do to make sure that they're on the same page?
Maybe see common things that you have in common, but
I mean, just observe more?
or ask
Yeah, that's what I was
directly.
looking for. Ask questions, right?
Yeah, questions.
Like, what kind of questions do you think would be good to ask if you're having a conversation with someone and you're not sure if they're on the same page?
Hmm. If they party a lot, what what's their job? What they like to do in the free time?
Those are more general questions. Like, if you're having a conversation and you just finished talking about something and you want to make sure that they understood what you're saying, if they're on the same page, what can you do to make sure that they understood what you said?
You
What
can
kind of
ask if you can ask something on what you say earlier, like to if you said something, ask them. Uh, did you have a similar situation or
have you had a similar
something?
situation?
Have you had it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of questions you can
and
ask. What other questions
this
can you
way
ask?
you
Let me give you an
I,
example. How about like, um, you can say, "What's your opinion on this?" I don't know if you noticed, but I do this with my students all the time. I do it with you all the time. What do you think about
Mhm.
this? What's your opinion? Because it tells me if you've been paying attention, and it also forces you to come up with something from you. So it serves two purposes. You can also say like something simple like just right?
Yeah,
Or maybe you can say something like, "Do you see what I'm saying?" I have situations, or I guess I'm exposed to this more frequently than you might be, but I often come across situations where I need to make sure that people understand what I'm saying or what's just been said. So
hmm
I have a lot of questions in this regard. Cool. Alright, well, that's pretty much the end of this lesson. Um, I noticed that you didn't do the three sentences homework activity.
you can put it above again. I wanted to do it this morning, but then
Yeah, so here it is. I want you to finish it before the next lesson. So, feedback. What did you think about this lesson on idioms?
Yeah, it was easier. Just
Do you
I,
feel like it was too easy?
mm, don't know. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if I had any problems with something, like don't really know at all, uh, and besides uh, the sentences activity that uh, I need to come up with ideas or something. The other ones like matching or fill in the blanks, it were easier.
They were easier.
They were easier, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were supposed to be. This was a lower level lesson. I wanted to make a lower level lesson to see,
Mhm.
um, to have, I guess, to add it to my repertoire and to see how my students perform under different kinds of lesson structures. Because I feel like I've been giving I've been giving too many difficult lessons to some of my students, so maybe it's good to change it up a bit. Cool. Any feedback from me, like in regard to, I guess, the lesson or whatever?
Mm, no, I'm I I like the lessons. I'm uh, don't know what other activities we can do, but I like that we can speak like freely because this is what I was looking for from the beginning, and yeah.
Yeah. It's important to be able to speak freely, but it's also important to exercise your English and
Hmm.
get you thinking in English before we can do so. That's why, if you noticed, most of the discussion questions are reserved for the end, after all the activities. And if you notice, most of the time we spend on the activities are on the discussion questions and the sentence structure. That's where most of the time goes towards. Because that's where
Hmm.
you're coming up with stuff from yourself, like you're constructing and you're it's like
And
you're
until you
you're
get the questions, you are entering the English mood, let's say, like thinking in English, as I said.
yeah, exactly. You have to get into the right mindset. And the better you are, the faster you'll be able to do so, and the more time we can spend on discussion questions, essentially.
Hmm.
Cool. Um, do we have our next lesson scheduled? I don't think we do.
No, no,
I'm gonna make sure that
should
I add you to the list this time.
yeah, because I just from yesterday evening when I got to bed, okay, what I need to do tomorrow, and I had don't forget the the lesson because I sometimes I start working on something, I don't check my email or
Mm-hmm.
have something else, and it happened to me to miss.
Okay, so next week, what time works best for you?
Can do it Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, what time?
We can do it from 11, 12 if it's okay. Or
Yeah, that's fine. That's
yeah, yeah.
perfect. Okay, and let me add you. There we go. Okay, so I'm not gonna make that mistake again. And then let me add a break here. Break time. Cool. All
Did
right.
uh, again? I spoke with a uh, friend from like I just spoke with him like 2 years ago when I moved to Bucharest.
Mm-hmm.
He saw that I started doing freelancing, and he called me to how did you do it? How did you find your client? Things like this. And in the discussion, it came like I take English lessons, he asked me, and I sent him your Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and the website. But I don't know. Madeline is his name.
Madeline. I think he might have requested to add me as a friend. See, I don't understand some people. Sometimes they request to add me as a friend on Facebook, but I have no idea who they are or what they want. So I'm just like,
At
okay,
least give a message first. You can give a message now on before adding, or even when adding.
yeah, but like like he should be sending the message. That's the idea.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They send you the message when trying to connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole idea. They should be like sending the message, or even just filling in the form for the
On that.
free, yeah, for the what's it called, for the free trial. Because if I sent a message to every person that was slightly interested, then I would not have time to do anything.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah. Plus, it's a filter. I want to make sure that my students are actually interested in taking lessons and that they're going to do things on their own end. So if they're not willing to do it on their own, then it will take more energy and effort from me, and they're less likely to sign up. So I put these kind of filters up so that I don't have to deal with those kind of issues.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right then. Anything else before we part ways?
No,
Cool.
well,
All right then. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next week.
thank you and have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.